think we're live. We'll be going here live shortly, so standing by. Let's see how this stream works. All right. Okay, we've got good connectivity here. I can see stuff pop in here, and it looks like we may be working here. All right. Okay, welcome back to the live stream. Yours truly, Glenn, with the City Valley Fishing Field. ReelCastFishing.net is the name of our podcast. But tonight, we're trying out some different things. What I have right now is I've just put a whole bunch of stuff together to put this. I'm using a Raspberry Pi, one of these mini computers, a single board computer, and I've got it connected to a Raspberry Pi camera. It's more of a fisheye view, but I've gotten it flattened out now. And after a little finagling and whatnot, I've got it to stream with that secure, reliable transport protocol, SRT, to go up into the cloud and then shoot over to YouTube. And I think that's going to work. I am having to use my old H1 Zoom recorder here as a USB microphone, and I think I got the audio synced up enough that I can play, at least go live. And I'm really hoping that I can take this one out to the beach here in the next week, and maybe give you some good live streaming on the fly while we're out there. Some of my thoughts are, as long as I can have this streaming, maybe more compact form factor, I can focus on fishing and give you a real quick, here's what's going on. Here's what's going on here. All right, right there's the camera. It's pretty handy. Kind of frees up my phone, as well as I can still sync it with the USB travel router that I'm going to be hopefully using here. I think I'm going to do another test tomorrow using the travel router after I fix up this thing to be more portable. Right now it's just kind of a mix match of stuff. But I think I've got enough to play, and I'm really looking forward to getting out there and just seeing how it goes. So again, I got a Raspberry Pi. Hey, how's it going, Jason? Just doing a little test. Right now I'm streaming up in the cloud into YouTube, and I've got my USB microphone here, and you can't really see it because I don't have another camera, but what it is a Raspberry Pi. What if I can show you from another view? Let's see, let me turn on my phone camera. Okay, reverse it, and okay, let's see if I can do that. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. There is the Raspberry Pi camera. Okay, right there. Right there. Okay, so that's the little camera. Shoot. How come I can't? Okay, there we go. There's the camera. It's connected to that little mini computer right there. And I've got some other stuff connected to it right now. And then to get the audio working, I had to get everything syncing in here. So, yeah, it was a brutal few days, but I think I got it working to where might be able to do some continual live streaming while I'm being hands-free fishing away here in the upcoming trip that we're taking this weekend into next week to the Galveston Fishing Pier and do some fishing there. So I'm really looking forward to having good engagement with y'all. I'm not sure how I'm going to rig this to get out there, but I'm hoping that it does do the job. I am going to do probably another test tomorrow when I connect it to my travel router. Right now it's connected to my home wireless or Wi-Fi. But I think with this setup, I think I've got enough to be a little dangerous out there. I have been using this battery, power bank, and right now it's at 60%. I started out at 83, so I've been testing this here for the past 2.5, 3 hours, so that's pretty good. It's gotten some good battery life on there to charge up. It's currently powering up the Pi camera and the Raspberry Pi computer, little mini computer, along with this USB deal that I'm using. On the side, I do have a little monitor here that I'm using to just kind of monitor the stream and all that, but that's I may have to play around with it. If I can do it to where I can just kind of launch it and just turn it on, I'd prefer that and not even worry about looking at the actual live stream. I can look itself on the iPad that I'm using to stay engaged with y'all on the chat. So, see, I can say howdy, right? Just like that. All right. So, yeah, stay tuned. I'm looking forward to being out there. I think this setup is going to be able to provide some good engagement with y'all out in the field. All right. And yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, travel setup. The travel router that I've got connected to a USB modem is the next thing I'm going to try doing. It really is going to be dependent on the coverage. It's 4G LTE. So as long as I can get at least 5 megabits of upload, I believe I can maintain a decent stream. And hey, speaking of stream, let's have a little tasty. Okay. I'm not sure how long the USB microphone works. It's just a simple USB digital recorder that I got before I replaced it with my PodTrack for podcasting. And it seems to work pretty good. I got a little deal here. Starlink. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Starlink. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. But right now, I think I can set this up. If I can get the camera and the Raspberry Pi to work without having to turn it on with the, or using the keyboard, or even have to worry about having a video monitor, I think I set it up previously where I could just trigger the Raspberry Pi and do a video looper that just kind of runs video that I've used for other presentations and whatnot. But I think with this, if I can get it just turn on, I'd focus more on the stream itself, go do some fishing, as well as stay engaged using the iPad to stay engaged with y'all. And that'll be feeding off of my USB, tethered USB. I do have a 5G hotspot that I probably fall back on as well, as long as I keep it nearby. I think I might be able to figure out something. All right. Okay. You guys have any questions on this setup? I'm certainly open to it. Let me see if I can give you at least a somewhat view of what we have. I showed you earlier the camera and its setup along with that Raspberry Pi. Let me just pick it up real quick here. This keyboard is what I'm using to actually answer the mail on the iPad. And the iPad that I'm using, I've just got on one of these stands right here. I made this with my 3D printer. So I put my iPad on there in a vertical orientation. That way I got a view. And then right here is where I'm staying engaged with y'all with the iPad, so I can see how the stream's going, as well as being able to answer any questions that may come through. Because I tried this previously, and it's been hard to get these vertical streams going without having to pay some crazy amount of dollars. I think right now I spent the Raspberry Pi I got, I think like 5-10 years ago. I think I got it for like $20, and then I just got the little camera module. Let me show you that again. I just got that earlier this week, $17, and then everything else I already had. Yeah, everything else I already had. So there is little setup right there. That's everything. And then right behind is the little power bank, and it seems to be working pretty good. Always more direct sunlight, or that would be a test to see. Oh yeah. Let me play it by ear. I got lucky. This camera, actually, it's autofocus. I understood, and for the price, $17, it's not bad. You know, right there. All right. It does give you like a fisheye view in the background, but since I have it cropped to this vertical format, I think I can get away with staying engaged and kind of showing you guys what's happening on the coast there. And we made some rain, so I was kind of playing about here if I can make some kind of water resistant cover for it, make it portable, where I can just kind of drop it down and still be out there doing fishing. I may have to run back and forth to the microphone. I don't have a wireless mic set up for it. It's actually tethered to my Osmo Action 4 camera, and the one that I got doesn't have the transmitter. It's just the straight one that connects to the action camera. But I'll have that with me so I can get some other action shots that as things are happening. But this one I'm trying to keep as just to give you a view of what's happening. It may get boring at times where we're just kind of sitting there waiting and whatnot, but hey, that's fishing. And oh yeah, I think it should be a pretty fun time. All right. Yeah, I think the main thing at this point is I've got to make it so I can just keep this camera and Raspberry Pi set up to where it'll trigger the program on its own when I start it, and it's already setting up a live stream. I just have to trigger the virtual machine, the cloud, to actually start out or to kick off the stream itself into YouTube. So yeah, it's been a hard, good week or 2 weeks right now trying to troubleshoot, kind of get everything going. I had it working off my phone, so as a backup, I can use my phone as a camera and it'll feed right into the virtual machine and shoot it into YouTube. Additionally, I do have that travel router set up so I can sync up with my iPad 9th generation, so it doesn't have the USB-C, so I can't take that tethered modem and connect it because it needs that USB-C connection. Instead, I have to use a travel router. But fortunately, with that travel router, I can connect the Ethernet cable from the Raspberry Pi, because I've got the Raspberry Pi 2 Model B that doesn't come with Wi-Fi. Here, in fact, let me show you the little travel router that I'm going to be using, and probably tomorrow I'm going to test it just before we actually head out to the coast. So I'll be back. Let me just go grab it real quick. I think you guys will be interested. Okay, I'm back. All right. So what I set up here is it's a mesh backpack, and I can keep a few things in here. I've got the Osmo Action 4. I've got the remote wireless mic, extra deals, plus an old S5 Galaxy. All right, that doesn't have a plan on it, but I just wirelessly connect to this travel router, and I have connectivity. Right over here is where it actually sits, right here in this little pocket, so it stays out in the open, so it can get some coolness to it, because it may heat up on me. And I do have another power bank that I have connected. I've used it for upwards of 3 hours, and I think it just draws down about 5% every hour. So I've got a lot of room to play. And let me show you what it looks like. Okay. And what's nice about this is I can actually adjust this and connect this to my phone also, and use the 5G hotspot on here as well as a tethered cellular. Okay, so here's the power, keeps everything going. This is the GLINet Opal travel router right here. Got it connected here. If I want to turn it on, I just pull this little deal here and stick it in, and it powers everything. These are some antennas that I just used to help secure it place. And then it's got 2 LAN ports and a WAN port, and I mainly use that middle LAN port using that Ethernet cable, and I connected that Raspberry Pi, and I have coverage. And this is the Linksys right here, right there. Real small thing right there, and that is actually getting me the internet, okay? So only limitation really is it's just USB-C, and with the iPad that I have, I'm not able to say, I'm not able to connect it directly. My wife has 10th generation and connect directly there, but unfortunately, you limit yourself to that one device. With this, I can have the iPad connected wirelessly. I can connect Ethernet to this non-Wi-Fi capable Raspberry Pi and connect directly and get the coverage I'm looking for. Additionally, I can actually even connect the Galaxy S5 wirelessly to this as well. Just basically, it's your own little network wherever you go. Okay, and I made it portable. I'm using this Cocoon Gridded to just organize everything. So it's really 3 main pieces with the cabling kind of put it in there. Let's see, USB-C. Yeah, but what's cool about these, I got these, I forgot how long. These will last me about anywhere between 6 to 8 hours for powering this thing. And then right now I'm doing a test to see how long it'll power my Raspberry Pi. Right now I would say I've got maybe a good 6 hours that it'll power. And then with this monitor, I'm not going to bring it with me, or I probably will bring it with me just in case I need to troubleshoot anything. But that one also has some batteries that I have. And then I got some other extra batteries just in case. But yeah, the battery stuff really is a bummer because eventually you got to charge it, and yeah, that could be some downtime there for you. But we'll have to play up here. But luckily, I've got some backup cameras. I got my phone, got the DJI Osmo Action 4. I'm still debating if I'm going to bring another camera with me. I got some Heroes and whatnot, as well as a DVR. It's going to be playing it by ear, you know. It's universal, unlimited data transfer speeds versus ultimate 6 to 8 hours for a good day of fishing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Luckily, since I'm going to be fishing up here, I can just kind of plop things down and let this little camera capture the action while I stay busy fishing. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, I definitely don't want to detract from the fishing experience while I'm out there. So if I just have this thing running in the background, I can focus more on fishing. And you'll see it all. You'll see all the mistakes we make, and then even sometimes the good stuff too, where we've gotten some bruisers. All right. Yeah, in the past, it's mainly been some live streaming here and there from my phone direct to YouTube, and it's like hit or miss. Basically about 45 minutes, and then my phone will conk out at it because I need to charge it. When I do connect the extra power source to it, I can go a good 2-3 hours. But again, you got your phone here and you got this other stuff. But with this setup, I can just kind of plop it down, maintain connectivity so you can see the stream, and I can run around and do whatever, come back to the camera, show you what I'm doing. And then I'll still have some action shots with the action camera that I can use to post later, and just add some additional B-roll to some of the action that's happening there. All right. So I'll give sometimes the algorithm here, like I see, but it's also kind of random. Completely dead air usually slows the streams a bit. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'm liking this. I just need to maybe make it more compact and make it a little bit more portable. I had set up an ATEM Black Magic Mini Pro that I had as a streaming platform, but unfortunately I couldn't get the vertical stream out of it. But now that I have this Raspberry Pi that's basically encoding it, and I'm setting up to this virtual machine in the cloud to get that vertical format, I think it's going to open the door for more stuff. You know what I mean? So with that said, appreciate you guys joining. Looking forward to some more. I am going to probably do another test here with the travel router just to make sure the connectivity is good. It is hit or miss. Sometimes you're in some good coverage, you can maintain a steady stream. Other times when you're in some lower coverage, it'll get shaky on you. I'm crossing my fingers that this SRT protocol is going to help up my game when I am in some lower coverage areas, and we'll still get some good engagement and whatnot. So, all right. I think that's it. All right. All for now. Next time. Catch y'all later, and good luck.